Hey, what is up, guys? It is me, Xpels here. Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to teach you guys how to get out of the worst spot in Valorant, being ELO Hell. We all know how bad ELO Hell is, and I'm pretty sure a lot of us have been there, and if not been there, you are in it right now. So please stick to the end of the video, because I will be going in depth on 4 points, being game sense, aim, squad up, and IGL. These are the 4 points I'm going to be talking about today. So right before we get into it, just like the video, subscribe, and comment down below what video you guys would like to see next. Any tips and tricks videos, just let me know, and I'll be sure to get that uploaded for you guys. Anyways, let's get right into it. So like I said, the 4 things are going to be game sense, aim, squad up, and IGL. The 4 really big parts of Valorant. These are things that you need to get out of ELO Hell. Not really need, but you should really start working on to start ranking up and getting to the next level. Because every rank has its difficulties and strengths that you're going to have to get through if you want to hit those ranks like Radiant or Immortal. So starting with number 1 being game sense. Game sense is a part of the game that a lot of people don't actually work on, and they think aim is the only mechanic in the game that you need. Game sense is the biggest part of any single video game out there. A lot of the time, people tend to just blank out and play the game without actually thinking about what they're doing or their certain position they are in, and they just let their muscle memory take control. To avoid this and to help enhance your game sense, what you're going to do is you're going to try to be present during your game, thinking about what you can do that will put you in a good position or touch on your strength or weaknesses to help you win some certain fights. What I mean by strength and weaknesses is, for example, you're on the map Ascent, right? And in the middle, you can peek mid. It's a long distance aim battle that someone that has a weakness of long range aim shouldn't be taking. That's just deciding between your strength and weaknesses, and that comes apart with game sense, as you should be able to decide these things pretty quickly. You should know already, entering a fight or entering any situation, what you are going to do or how you're going to approach that certain situation. So with game sense, the tips I can give to work on it would be focus on your positioning and focus on your strength and weaknesses, those being 2 really, really big parts. Not only that, you need to make your game sense present all the time and not let yourself blank out, because then it's going to be natural, just like your muscle memory, and it's going to be something you're constantly thinking about during your games, and you won't have to actually put the effort to think about. Moving on from game sense, we have aim, the biggest mechanic of Valorant. This mechanic is overtrained, and people just think that aim is the only thing you need in Valorant to improve, when that is absolutely false. You can be a very smart player and have terrible aim and still place higher than a guy that has the best aim in the game and the worst game sense. Here's what I can recommend for you guys in ELO Hell for aim. With aiming, instead of overtraining would be 2 hours plus. Aim train for 15 minutes before and after your gaming session. You want it to be a warm-up and then just a refresher at the end of the night before you go to bed. I made a whole video on aim training, so you guys can go check out that video. It's at the top right of your screen, and that video is going to really help you when it comes to aim mechanics. With aim, the thing I can recommend the most to get out of ELO Hell and to focus on from the beginning would be your crosshair placement is so important. You guys need to work on this, because you can have bad aim but have good crosshair placement and kill a lot more people just because your crosshair is already at head level and you don't have to do that extra second of flicking. This is just something little that will help improve your game a lot and help you frag out and do some stuff for your team. Other than that, aim doesn't have much to work on other than crosshair placement and just training after and before your games, right? Going into a deathmatch or even just doing the aim train routine I have on my video. Those are the things that you can do to help your aim, but I would really focus on game sense before anything. Next up, we have squad up. Squad up is very important because you have chemistry with your friends, and chemistry helps with communication. It helps stopping people from tilting, because you guys can help chill each other out, right? If you're raging and your friend's like, no, you're good, bro, you're good, like I got you, like just calm down, and he gives you tips and advice on what you can do better. That's criticism, and that's helping you improve. And that's why squatting up is so important, because if you do something bad, you have someone that you know and you trust can do good. But not only that, you have someone that can back you up on what you're saying, or if you're ever getting flamed in game, and it just helps you have a good mentality throughout the game. It's very important because of that, and it will help you rank up. I would recommend you guys try to find someone that is better than you, but if someone is worse than you, there is no problem with helping them out because you never know. They could get better than you all of a sudden, and then it's you trying to catch up to them and they are willing to help you. So just having a little buddy by your side, always being able to play in games is very important, and I would really recommend it. Lastly, we have being an IGL. An IGL is the biggest part of Valorant, right? I've been able to carry teammates while bottom fragging. It sounds like it doesn't even make sense, but it does. I was able to guide and tell my teammates what to do and what type of push I would like to do. Or I would look on the board and see who's the worst fragger, and we'd push their site all the time and win a couple rounds. They would switch their position, and then we'd go to their site. Being an IGL is leading your team to a victory, right? You are taking the decisions and you are taking the responsibility of telling your team what to do. And people don't want to stand up for themselves and actually tell you what play to do. So you should be that person that is going to tell people what to do, because not only that, since you already know that play, you should be performing very well, but it will help your team a lot, especially in solo queue. And that's it. Those were my 4 tips on how to get out of ELO hell. The reason why I made it so quick is because there's not much to say. The 4 tips themselves explain themselves. I just gave a little bit of detail into them. So other than that, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Keep practicing, keep training. Make sure you guys go watch that aim train video so you can improve, but really focus on these points as you will start to improve very quickly and you will see it. Anyways, it has been me, Xpels, and I'm out. Later.